Padmaja, no matter how hard certain friendly mainstream media channels or certain cheerleaders of the BJP masquerading as journalists
Sanjay
try
Jha,
hard
this is
as
so
they might,
unfair. You know, it is not
can I
Varun
speak?
Singh or mainstream media who's standing on
Can I,
a stage with
can I
Mr.
finish my
Modi slapping
sentence?
his back.
Padmaja, give me the freedom to express myself.
Sir,
You may
express
disagree
yourself,
with
but
it.
there is no need to be petulant and do name calling. I
Well, let me
mean,
tell
Mr.
you this.
Pawar is on stage,
I
he's
wasn't.
shaking hands, he's patting backs, he's exchanging a joke. Why are you abusing journalists?
Well, Padmaja, let me carry on. I wasn't actually mentioning you. I don't know why you took that so personally.
It's not about me. I mean,
yeah.
there's no point abusing anyone. Pictures speak for themselves. Nobody forced Mr. Pawar to share a stage.
For the sake of argument, since you and I are getting into semantics on your show, how is saying that there are certain cheerleaders of the BJP masquerading as journalists and haven't named anybody? Why are people getting guilty conscience here? Why is some gentleman on the show getting a pang of guilty conscience? I mean, I'm just kind of thinking, listen, at the end of the day, truth surfaces in many direct and indirect ways. But let me answer your fundamental question here. And the fundamental question here is that as we saw in Patna, as you saw in the Bengaluru summit, as you'll see in Mumbai, this fight for 2024 general elections is a fight not just between India as an alliance of political parties against the most brutal, authoritarian, corrupt, criminal organization, political organization that we have seen. It's a fight of Indians against this brutal regime. Look at the state of affairs, Padmaja. I mean, I have read everything that the Chief Justice of India, Mr. Chandrachud, has said over the last couple of days. Mr. Chandrachud has actually rubbished the ridiculous, absurd, atrocious statement made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The only time he's spoken in Manipur after 78 days.
You know, the funny thing is that while Mr. Pawar was on stage, the Prime Minister spoke of broken promises of the Congress government in Karnataka, where he said, ki, look, there are people who are promising the world and then they say ki budget hi nahi hai. What did Mr. Pawar do? He sat there. Sushil Kumar Shinde was on stage. Sharad Pawar was on stage. Are you still saying that there isn't something brewing there?
Padmaja, let me tell you, I have always enjoyed my debates with you, but let's not be so cosmetic, for heaven's sake. I mean, Narendra Modi has a habit of making a million rhetorical, hyperbole and absolutely subpar statements that a prime minister should never speak anywhere. You remember the time?
Okay, it may have been subpar. Here is somebody, again let me remind you that this is Sharad Pawar. Let's for a moment agree that it was a subpar comment to make. Here is Sharad Pawar, who is going to be hosting Team India. The next meeting is going to happen in Mumbai. He's going to be the host. He could have stood up and said, you know what, I gently disagree with this because talking about corruption, talking about broken promises, talking these, making these subpar comments doesn't behove you, sir. Doesn't behove you. Instead, Padmaja, there are smiles all around.
Padmaja, now let me answer you.
Yeah.
Sharad Pawar is a veteran political leader, and I respect everybody on the panel here. Narendra Modi's frustrations are becoming palpable. भैया मोदी जी, आपको मैं टाइम्स नाउ के माध्यम से बताना चाहूंगा कि कर्नाटका की जनता ने तो आपको जवाब दे दिया. Why you worried? Sharad Pawar and everybody will speak. There are multiple formats.
Okay.
There is not just the stage. And by the way, respect demands that you don't humiliate the prime minister when he's been invited as a guest. So I think, I say hats off to people like Sharad Pawar and Sushil Kumar Shinde for maintaining the decorum that the Prime Minister of India, when he famously said that Dr. Manmohan Singh was hobnobbing with Pakistani elements to make a Muslim the Chief Minister of Gujarat. I'm sorry, but people of the opposition have a better decency, a character and a culture, and that will not be compromised because Modi and the BJP behave in a pedestrian manner.